All right. If you're building anything in the AI space right now, I bet your head is just swimming with buzzwords. You've got agent, you've got workflows, tools, it's a ton. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to give you one simple, really powerful blueprint to understand how it all actually fits together.
And look, it is so easy to feel lost in all this. You hear about agents, then workflows, and maybe you just find yourself doing what some people call vibe coding. You're just kind of poking at things until something feels right. It can be super confusing, but I promise it really doesn't have to be. Let's clear up that fog.
The key to all of this is one simple model. It's got just 3 layers. I want you to think of it like a mental blueprint. Seriously, once you see this, you'll be able to look at any AI product out there, especially your own, and you'll know exactly what's going on under the hood. So let's dive in.
Okay, let's kick things off with layer 1, what we're calling your AI assistant. Now, this isn't about the app your users are going to see. No, this is all about the foundation. It's about how you, the builder, are actually creating the thing in the first place.
So this first layer, it's all about AI-assisted development. Think of it like using Claude or ChatGPT as your co-pilot. It's helping you write code, it's helping you squash bugs, maybe even sketch out a user interface. But what's the most important part here? It's that you are still in control. The AI is your assistant, it is not the pilot. That's the key right there. The AI is acting like a smart developer assistant. It's this incredibly powerful tool that you get to wield, but it's not off making the big decisions or running the show all by itself.
And you can see that difference so clearly right here. With AI-assisted development, you're in control. You make the decisions, and the AI just helps execute. But just take a peek at that column on the right, agentic coding. See how that flips? The AI is in control, making its own decisions. That's a high autonomy world, and trust me, we are going to get there. But for now, just remember, layer 1 is all about you in the driver's seat.
All right, let's move on up to layer 2. Now we're shifting gears from how you build to what you build. This is the actual structure, the logic that your users are going to interact with inside your app.
And that structure has a name. It's an AI workflow. The best way to think about this is like a pipeline, or maybe a flowchart. It's not just one single call to an AI. It's a whole series of predefined steps where AI takes some input, maybe makes a simple decision, and then produces an output. This is the engine that powers your app's features.
So let's make this real. Imagine a fashion app. A user uploads a photo of their closet. That's the input. Then the AI follows a really strict set of instructions, right? Step 1, analyze the clothes. Step 2, store the data. 3, generate combos. And finally, suggest a new purchase. You see how that works? It's a predictable step-by-step process. That whole chain of events is the AI workflow.
Okay, so we've got our tools to build, and we've got the structure for our app's logic. Now we get to the really, really exciting part, layer 3, your app's brain. This is where we go from a predictable machine to something that feels genuinely intelligent. This is how we make it smart.
And that brings us to this idea of agentic coding. The keywords here are everything: plan, decide, act, and iterate. And the most important word of all, autonomously. We're not just following a fixed flowchart anymore. We're designing a system that can actually think for itself to get to a goal.
Okay, everybody lean in, because this right here is the aha moment. If you only remember one thing from this whole thing, make it this. An AI workflow is the map. It's a predefined path. But an agent is the driver. The driver has the map, sure, but they make their own decisions to get to the destination. They're avoiding traffic, finding shortcuts. They're thinking. So let's go back to our fashion app. The simple workflow version is totally predefined, right? You upload, it detects, it generates, it does the exact same thing every single time. That's the map.
But now, let's give it a brain. The agentic version doesn't just follow steps, it thinks. Instead of just running a process, it decides on its own that it needs to analyze the wardrobe. It decides the user's style seems to be casual. And it doesn't just spit out the first answer, it generates and evaluates multiple plans to find the very best one. Now that is the driver making real-time judgments.
So the shift here is crystal clear. We're moving away from predefined steps and into dynamic decision-making. We're going from a fixed, controlled flow to flexible, autonomous execution. This is the leap from just a simple feature to a truly smart system. All right, let's put our blueprint all together. We've got our 3 layers, and now we can really see how they form a complete picture for any of us who are building with AI. And here it is, maybe the most crucial takeaway of all. Using AI to build something,
is fundamentally different from embedding AI into the thing you build. Layer 1 is using AI. Layers 2 and 3 are embedding AI. That one single distinction, that's the foundation for this entire blueprint.
And to really lock this in, here's a fantastic analogy. Your AI assistant, Layer 1, that's the calculator you use to design the house. It's your tool. The AI workflow, Layer 2, that's the plumbing system you install inside the house. It's structured, it's essential. And the agent, Layer 3, well, that's the smart robot living inside the house, deciding on its own when to turn on the lights or what to cook for dinner.
So what does this all mean for you, the builder? Well, the path forward is actually pretty clear. You start with Layer 2. Build those predictable, reliable workflows that solve a real problem for your users. And then, once that's rock solid, you can start to evolve those workflows into powerful, intelligent agents that are going to take your product to a whole new level.
And that really leaves us with the final question, doesn't it? You've used your tools, you've built the house, and you've installed the plumbing. It all works perfectly. So the big question now is, are you ready to give it a brain? Is it time to let a robot move in?